Good morning, everybody. This is Osprey from mychartcoach.com. I meant to get this video out last night to you. I wanted to post a video on VIX. We had been discussing volatility in the chat yesterday, and I figured everybody might want to take a look at the charts that we've been checking out. As you can see here, it's looking like the markets are finding some recovery here today, with down quite substantially, the Dow and S&P 500, the Nasdaq, and the Russell 2000 earlier today, in futures trading, and then now they're rallying back. As you can see, you've got the VIX over here is pulling back now, and so if you look here at this VIX volatility index, you can see here on RSI it closed at 82. Up here, this is super frothy levels. It's hitting levels from back here on the January-February run, and so generally, VIX tops out when it comes up to these levels on RSI. Same thing with Fasto. Look how Fasto closed at 100. Look at the red line here. All these peaks here are temporary tops, and this is where VIX closed last night at the temporary top level. Okay, if VIX and if Fasto and RSI aren't convincing enough, then look at ADX here. You can see the green line plus DI. Notice how it's hitting this red line here. It generally tops out at this level on plus DI. The one exception was the run in January when it ran all the way up into the 40s and hit 50. And so generally this is the level that VIX will top out at on ADX. And then if you look up here, you can see today's candle was pushing well above the upper Bollinger Band, and it's hitting this level over here from March and April. This is the huge resistance level. This basically 23 to 25 level. It is a big level to break. The only time in the last year that it was able to get above that level was back here in February when it broke out above. So this is a typical level where it could pull back into the bands. You can see the upper Bollinger Band is down here at 1847, and then you have EMA4 at 1822. So the candles could work back into the bands to test EMA4 support with this setup. It just got a little ahead of itself, pushing well above the upper Bollinger Band. These annotations here are from this day right here. We charted the breakout, and and now it's looking like it's a little frothy and we'll take a breather, which it is this morning. And then if you look at TVIX here, you can see TVIX closed up here at above 70. The last time it closed at this level was on the February run, and so this is a very frothy level. There's not much, you can't push that much higher on RSI, and so you have Fasto closed at 98.97. You can see that's the same level that it topped out at in the past, and so it's just VIX is hitting TVIX, VIX, VXX, UVYX. They're all hitting the same levels of resistance on the charts. They're all signaling temporarily overbought. You've got the plus DI here hitting the level that it topped out at, besides the time in January or February, and so that's the this is a logical level for it to take a breather. If you look here, it did close above that 100-day simple moving average. That's the gold line at 37.69. That's the key level to turn into support. You just want to see it stay above that level. If it dropped below that level, then the candles would work into the bands, and EMA4 at 34 would be tested. Now, if that 37 level holds, then you're looking for a potential retrace up to this 200-day simple moving average and the June resistance levels. And so it's going to be all about today holding that 100-day simple moving average. Let's take a look at Amazon here. Amazon, it closed at very, very oversold levels. It's down at 27 on RSI. This is generally the level that you would see a technical bounce. And when you get a stock like Amazon below 30, there should be buyers stepping up. This is a opportunity. It doesn't happen very often. And you can also see Fasto down here at 0.3. That's extreme oversold levels. When look what happens when it gets below 20. This is where it generally finds support and bounces. Back here, this was below 20, this was below 20, and then each time that set up a technical bounce. And so we're at that level now where Amazon should have a technical bounce. It also closed well below that lower Bollinger Band. You can see the drop well below. It's trying to hold support from back here in July. The key now is for it to work back into the bands. What you're looking for is a move back up to that 100-day simple moving average at 1822 and EMA4 at 1835. It needs to close above both those levels and turn them into support to head higher. Okay, let's look at SOX here. So SOXX is the Philadelphia or the semiconductor ETF is under pressure. It's been beaten down super hard. You've got RSI at 22. So at 22 on RSI, that's an extreme oversold level. And so this is a good level to be looking to play a technical bounce. You've got Fasto down here at extreme oversold levels as well. Yesterday's candle closed well below that lower Bollinger Band. You can see the lower Bollinger Band, EMA4, and the 300-day simple moving average are all up there at 174 zone, and so the candles could work back up into that level. The candles like to work back into the bands when they get too far ahead of themselves. To the downside, you've got 167 and 164 as the two big support levels below. Now that it's pushed so far below that lower Bollinger Band, you've got to look for the candles to work their way back to EMA4. Okay, so yeah, so we'll keep an eye on everything here and see if we can get this technical bounce going. It just got extremely oversold. The market is been under some pressure here, and now you can see we've got a green S&P and Nasdaq. So they're playing the bounce already. So it's happening fast here, and look how VIX is dropping down 3.3%. Okay, thanks a lot for viewing this video. I just wanted to get this out for you. Have a great day. Good luck with trading, everyone. Thank you.